In this pencast, we're going to be solving radical expressions. This problem says, solve the radical expression square root of x plus 9 equals 9 minus the square root of x. Alright, so what we have is the square root of x plus 9 equals 9 minus the square root of x. So our goal is to get x by itself. So in order to get rid of the radical on the left side, the first thing we're going to do is square both sides. So we're going to have x plus 9, the square root of x plus 9 squared equals 9 minus the square root of x squared. Now the thing you have to be careful about is you have to square the entire right side all together. You can't just square 9 and then square the square root of x. So on the left side we end up with just x plus 9. On the right side what we end up with is 9 minus the square root of x times 9 minus the square root of x. Alright, so we need to FOIL that out. When we do that we're going to get 81 minus 9 times the square root of x minus 9 times the square root of x, so plus x. Alright, so now we can see that we have x's on both sides. So we want to get those x's to the same side. So let's subtract x from both sides. So now we have 9 equals 81 minus 9 square root of x minus 9 square root of x. Alright, so let's go ahead and combine like terms. So that's going to be the same as 9 equals 81 minus 18 square root of x. Alright, so now we want to get that square root of x by itself. And the first thing we need to do is subtract 81 from both sides. So let's do that, and we're going to end up with negative 72 is equal to negative 18 square root of x. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 18 to get that square root of x by itself, and we're going to end up with 4 equals the square root of x. So now we're basically back to having the same problem we did in the first part. We need to get rid of that radical. So to get rid of that radical, we're going to square both sides again. So we're going to end up with 4 squared equals the square root of x squared, which is going to simplify to 4 squared is 16, and the square root of x squared is just x. So we're going to get 16 equals x. Alright, so let's say we wanted to check our answer. So in order to check our answer, all we need to do is plug it back into the original equation. So we would have the square root of 16 plus 9 equals 9 minus the square root of 16. Alright, so 16 plus 9 is 25. So on the left side we just have the square root of 25. That's going to be equal to 9 minus 4, since the square root of 16 is 4. So the square root of 25 is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 equals 5. So that means we've come up with the correct answer.